And 99% of the time, the problem is not you. The problem is the UX portfolio. My portfolio literally said I 47 times. Stay till the end because I'll be dropping the bonus picks that almost no one talks about. Are you also applying for 50 plus design jobs and absolutely hearing nothing back? I have been there too. And 99% of the time, the problem is not you. The problem is the UX portfolio. In today's video, I'll show you the top 5 UX portfolio mistakes that are still haunting designers in 2025 and how you can avoid them to get noticed, plan interviews, and get hired faster. Stay till the end because I'll be dropping the bonus picks that almost no one talks about. Let's go. Hello everyone, I am Shraddha, a senior product designer based in London. I have been in this field for almost 8 years now. Started my journey in Delhi, landed in UK, and now I help designers to build the stronger portfolios and break into the global UX roles. I also review tons of portfolios through mentoring, and trust me, even super talented designers can lose their jobs just because of these mistakes. So let's kick it off. Mistake number 1. Let's start with the biggest mistake I see in the beginner's portfolio. There is no focus, no story, बस एक full design buffet where you have UI, UX, animation and everything that you can think of. जब recruiter land करता है आपके portfolio पे and they are like, wait, is this person into research, UI design, motion, or he's just collecting pretty screens from Dribbble? This is what I call the Dribbble trap. It looks good at the first glance, but tells me nothing about what you do and why, and what problem are you actually solving. A strong UX portfolio should scream, hey, I am a UX designer who knows how to solve the real problems, not just someone who is good at picking the trendy fonts. Now let's see how to fix it. Choose 2-3 solid case studies that show who you are as a designer. Frame each one like a story and what was the problem, your role, your process, and what changed because of you. And here is the pro tip. Hiring managers don't care if your buttons do a sexy little shimmy. वो ये देखना चाहते हैं, can you solve a real business problem? And that's a real flex. Let's now talk about the mistake number 2, which is the collaboration black hole. My portfolio literally said I 47 times. And you know what? During the interview, someone asked me, did you work with anyone else? And that's when it really hit me. I ghosted the entire team, you know? And let's see how can you fix that. Talk about how you collaborated. Say things like, I worked with 2 engineers to validate feasibility. The PM and I aligned on success metrics. I incorporated feedback from 5 feasibility testers. This doesn't just reduce your impact, it shows you are actually hireable at a cross-functional team. Let's now talk about mistake 3, which is ignoring UX principles. This one is something that really baffles me. Portfolios by UX designers that don't really follow the UX principles. I mean the basic ones as well. When the site doesn't work well, it sends the message to the hiring manager. I don't really practice what I preach. Let's check out the tips how to fix these. Test your site across devices. Prioritize accessibility. Make navigation intuitive. Keep loading times fast. Moving on to the mistake number 4, which is the fake project scam. And this one is really crucial, especially for the junior designers. Passion projects are great, but if your entire portfolio is filled with the hypothetical redesigns, it's really hard to judge for the recruiter to see how you can solve the real world problems. Recruiters want to know, can you really work with constraints? Can you also collaborate with the PMs, engineers, and the stakeholders? Let's see how to fix it. Include at least one project that was shipped or used by real people. Even a freelance or volunteer project is gold. Just show the process and the real impact. And here is a pro tip for you all. I created projects based on the real problems I experienced. I designed a solution for my local gym's terrible booking system. Problems I actually understood and lived them. Last but not the least, let's now talk about the mistake number 5. No personal branding or self-promotion. This one is overlooked a lot. A portfolio is not just about your work, it's also about you and your personal brand that you built. And keep one thing in your mind: when people hire you, they are hiring the human, not just the pixels. So tell them, who are you? What are your superpower? What drives you? What are your goals? Now let's see how to fix it. Add a short, punchy bio, share your design values, and sprinkle in a bit of personality. Don't shy away from adding testimonials, awards, or even a 30-second video intro. That would work a lot. Let's briefly revise my 2025 portfolio formula that actually gets the interviews. First, 3 to 4 case studies maximum, quality over quantity. Second, no cluttered design. Third, structure your case study. Fourth, show collaboration, admit failures, be authentic about your level. And last, and most importantly, make it scannable. Hiring managers spend 2 minutes on your portfolio. If they can't understand your value in 2 minutes, you won't get the interview. And hey, if you find this video helpful, please hit like, comment, and subscribe for the more UX tip. Till then, stay kind, stay curious, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, everyone. Bye bye.